Alright, our package has arrived from Slixsprings. I got the nipples for the fix. They came here packaged up. And I also got the wrench. I just did a separate video on reviewing the wrench. So they come in their little packing here, bubble wrap. And they're $36 a set of 6. And I got 2 types. I got for Pieta the 6mm by 7.5 thread, and I also got for Uberti's 1228, which my 1860 is a Euro arms, but I believe it was made by Uberti, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hope that these nipples fit in there. Now, like when I reviewed the nipple wrench, the nipples on this one are kind of beat up. They don't want to take any wrench. And I think that's because this gun was made like in 1988 or something. It's an older gun. So what I'm going to do is going to use the wrench to yank these out. And I think they need to be replaced anyway with new nipples, irregardless how old this is. You see, they don't fit in the wrench. They're all chewed up. This gun was abused. See, it doesn't want to catch. But I'll get them out, and then we'll go and replace them. Let's take a look at what we got. This blued one is the one that came out of the gun. They're a little bit on the beat up side, and I was thinking of replacing them anyway. Now here's our slick shot nipple, and stainless steel, and its claim to fame, I guess, is the little holes here on the side. They go through both sides, the holes. They got little vent holes in them. Right here. And also, when you look at them from the top, the hole in the cone is much bigger than this one here. And this is supposed to help when the cap goes off and then the force comes through the bottom flash hole. But the other, the Amco nipples, their thing was that the flash hole was smaller, where if you look at these here, I think the flash hole in the slick shots are even slightly bigger than what I took off the gun. All in all, the shape of the nipple and the quality of it's better, the shoulder, everything else, and they do fit on there. So let's take, I believe this is a number 11 cap, and if you see, it goes on quite easy, and it does cover the hole, and it does not fall off, okay? Just like our other one. On the Walker, the caps, the number 11s would fall off. And on the originals, goes on almost all the way, and again, the cap does not fall off. So that's good there. Now we'll take a number 10 cap. And on the originals, I can get it started. But as you see, it's barely on there. It doesn't sit right. Okay. So that's why I never used them. Now we'll go with our slick shot. And you can get it on there just barely. But as you see, it doesn't go down over the hole. Now supposedly the holes in the sides are going to expand out and keep the cap from blasting backwards. And people attest to it. So let's take a look at how it looks in the cylinder. Okay, the threads are correct for this whole gun. There's a look at 2 of them side by side in the cylinder. And just to make sure, The threads are correct. I'm going to measure them with the calipers and get an idea how much is from the surface to where the surface of the nipple is. Get an idea. Now, the slick shots 20 thousandths and the originals, and they're kind of not very uniform, are 25 thousandths. So close enough. All right, so I guess the only thing we can do is install them. We'll look at how they look on the gun, and then we have to get out to the range. So let me put it all back together and we'll take a look at it. Okay, here they are on the 1860 Army. Looking pretty good. I guess the only thing we can do now is get ready and go out to the range with it. Alright, so now let's go and swap out the other ones in our Pieta 1851 and take a look at that and how that works out. Oh, and by the way, the wrench, it was worth it. I like the way it handles. It speeds up the whole process a lot better. Alright, not going through the whole spiel again. The only difference between this Pieta and the other one, I believe, is the thread size. That was 12/28 for the Ubertis. The Pietas take a M6 by .75 thread. And same deal again. We'll measure it and see where it comes out. There's a difference. Okay, 20 thousandths for the slick shots. And almost 30 thousandths for that one factory nipple there. So that's about a 10 thousandths difference. So I don't know, we'll see. Now, with the factory nipples, a number 11, I think this is it. Number 11 goes on there, and then it will, when you turn it over, fall off. So these nipples are more or less designed to take number 10s, and that's what I've been using on this 1851. Number 10 kind of goes on there like it should, does not fall off. And I haven't had trouble with misfires on this gun. So I'm going to be curious to see 10 thousandths difference. This is higher, okay? In other words, this nipple's higher now, so it's not going to be a misfire. I just hope that it does. It's at 10 thousandths doesn't really matter, I guess, one way or the other. So let me get them in and change them out, but the same thing we're hoping. And this gun here, cap jam terrible. If I get 20 grains with a ball, whatever, I had a lot of cap jams with it. And the same deal again. Let's look at the holes. These are a little stranger. They're tapered. You know, they got a chamfer around the thing, but the hole, is that on all of them? Yeah, it's on all of them. The hole actually looks slightly larger than the factory one. So again, we will see. So let me get these in there. And I guess the only way we'll really be able to tell is once we go to the range. Okay, so that's our two quick fixes for the cap jams, is replacing the nipples and trying these 6 shots or slick shots nipples, because this gun really jammed bad no matter what I did with it. And this one got froze up pretty good, but it wasn't too terrible until I got doing the paper cartridges and the buildup of pressure. And the Walker has the other brand of nipples on there. And the Walker, well, Walker's powerful gun. We're going to see if the other thing works out better for us. But at $36 a rattle, then you know you're going to have to pay shipping, so you figure $8–10 shipping there. And since I haven't really worked much with these, I will take these out and try to run some different type bullets, conical bullets, maybe some paper cartridges in here before I decide to change out the Remingtons, the nipples on those. And the 1860, I think it was just to a point where those nipples were in bad shape. They had to be changed anyway, so it should all work out. All right, so that's it. That's that's my experience here with the fix and trying out these two products. We will go out to the range and do some shooting and see if these products do live up to what people claim they say. All right, so stay tuned.